October Red is sponsored by SA Security. Maximum security, minimum fuss.
I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by heavyweight. Look at him. Yeah, you look good.
Oh, you was already recording?
Yeah, but don't worry, I won't put that bit in.
Yeah, no. I mean the whole conversation that we just had. Can we just start now?
Yeah, we start now. October Red, I am here with British heavyweight sensation, Mr. Nike, sponsored.
Yeah.
You know they don't sponsor people. You do know Nike are extremely fussy.
No, I know.
I won't ask how you landed that, but well done for landing that.
My agent. I can tell you, my agent got me the deal, but it was way before I even turned professional.
Was it?
It actually started. I started talking to Nike when I was just before I flew out to the World Championships as an amateur. Yeah, because one of their big things was they want to be part of a journey from the beginning rather than
picking you up halfway through.
And they said to me they don't want to really kind of have like a sponsorship thing because they're already a big established brand. They want to like actually help me get to where I want to get to. So having them behind me is kind of crazy, isn't it?
It is. It's big. It's major. Obviously, I'm Adidas, so I'm kind of a little bit of an op when it comes to sportswear.
That's fine.
Moses, one of the things that I like about you, there's a couple of things. I've been watching you from a distance. It's unfortunate that it's taken this long to get you on the channel. However, better late than never.
I said I owed you one interview because you managed to get me in the fight. I can't remember what fight it was. Remember there was a security guard. And he wasn't letting me in. And then you was like, do you know who this is? It's Moses. I can't remember.
Not me causing trouble again.
No. You was like, do you not know who this is? How are you not going to let him in? And da-da-da. I was like, don't worry, just leave it. And she was like, no. And then you wasn't causing trouble, but you was basically explaining to that man that it's kind of a liberty to not let me in. But like, I was having a headache with the tickets and that. I can't remember what fight it was, but it was at Wembley.
Wembley?
It was, yes.
Yes, it was on the door, wasn't it? Yeah, I do remember. Gosh, you got a good memory. But one of the things that I like about you is your family ethos. You're always with your brother Carol, so shout out to Carol. We saw that you introduced your father as well, and that was humbling to see because your father you're quite cool, calm, collected, reserved, but your dad was like excited, happy to be there, and it was good to see.
I believe my father's built for cameras, to be fair. I think he's more built for the cameras than I am. Yeah, like, do you know what it is? It's like, I feel like with success, I feel like your relationships that you have with people, you kind of really see the ones that are of value and the ones that ain't. And like the more successful I've kind of got, it's like the more I've realized that my family relationships mean a lot more than others.
I can't lie with that. You've even chosen, you're not somebody that walks around in gold chains, flashy. I mean, to be fair, no one's not interested in that.
I'm joking.
You've invested in property, you've invested a family business, so it's generational wealth, it's a secondary income, because you've got this professional mindset. Talk to me.
It's not more about secondary, so let me take a copy because it's bothering me. It's not about like having a secondary income. It's more of the fact that like nobody ever knows when they're in their peak, and it's like it can all be over soon. So it's like I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 11 years now, and like I don't know, like I can go into sparring and like have a career-ending injury and no longer box. So, and then what's boxing ever done for me? So it's just kind of like setting myself up. So if it comes to a day where I don't have to box no more, I'm not forced to do it.
Where's that mindset come from? I'm sorry, because I don't feel like I'm talking to a 20-year-old. Where's that come from?
It's got to be my brothers. We will always have a debate. Like if you go in my brother's bedroom, like he's got a book, like he's got like on his window ceiling, he's got books just stacked up this high, and like he even kind of got me into reading. I read a couple of books as well, and then we always just discuss together. But like I don't want to seem like I'm very uninterested or something. It's just the fact that like I just love to learn.
I like that, and in boxing, it's something that you never stop doing.
Of course.
I've listened to the critics. He's not been tested yet. And I'm going to give you my rebuttal on this. He's never had his chin tested. And my argument's always been because nobody can.
Exactly.
Because he gets in and out quite quickly. Because he's got that IQ to avoid getting hit. listen, I'm a fan of the sport, but I also like to have a common sense approach to boxing. So it's like every press conference, it almost feels like you're saying, I need to prove this to you guys. I am this guy. I am him.
The problem is though, like, you
Be
the
honest.
thing is, my chin not get tested should be a good thing, because
Do
it
you think?
shows of how good of a boxer I am. But to some people, they like to base like your chin as in your skill set.
Imagine.
But
They
exactly,
did that to Joel Joyce.
it's terrible.
Insane.
It's terrible. But it's like I'm in heavyweight boxing. Any heavyweight has the ability to knock out any other heavyweight. Like, it's like, what heavyweights have? You say George Foreman, Joel Joyce, they've probably get the greatest chins, but they've both been knocked out. So every heavyweight boxer, sorry, has the ability to knock out any other heavyweight. And like, for me personally, I just don't want to find out if I've got a good chin or not. So that's why I'm just trying to stay on my P's and Q's.
You know what I admire? That your athleticism, obviously it comes with your youth and the skill as well. Jermaine Franklin, I did say, and I've spoken to, I think it was Ollie from Warren Boxing Management, I like the way that you've been managed. I like your opponents. I like Jermaine Franklin because he's fought like Anthony Joshua, Dillian White.
You know, we've been trying to make this Jermaine Franklin fight for over a year.
Serious?
Yeah, well, I would probably say about a year.
I tweeted it, you know, ages ago. I said I'd like to see you fight him.
Nah, everybody keeps saying like Jermaine Franklin, but then obviously I had Davis McKean, Matt Balogun and Dillian White, which are also very good names.
Of course.
But we've been trying to make the Jermaine Franklin fight happen for so long, and like, I've been getting so much hate for it not happening, but it's not my it's not my decision. It's not in my hands. Do you know what I mean? So it's a big problem, but I guess you just got to kind of get used to it.
Can you break it down for the fans? And I know you can't go into the intricacies of contracts because it's confidential. But say, for example, we're saying, yep, fight Justice Honey. And for some reason, you've called him out about a year ago and it doesn't happen. What are the type of things that a fighter goes through when these fights don't happen? What are potential stoppages of not making these fights happen?
So, stoppages that can make fights happen. So people would say like, for example, fight Usyk.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people have been saying that.
Yeah, true.
Me and Usyk, like, we might not be able to gross as much as if Usyk was to be able to fight Jake Paul. And now Jake Paul would if to fight Jake Paul is a much easier fight, and he'll take probably 10, 15, 20 times more than if he were to fight me. And the problem is, where I'm in a position right now, I'm not a stable name like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, where if guys are, where I'm able to pay these type of guys like boisterous amount of money to fight me. So it's like, guys will be like, why would they fight? Why would I fight Moses Itauma? And the reason why obviously Dillian White took that fight is because he was getting very paid, but it was from the Saudis. It wasn't from the UK promoters. So it's that. Another thing is the ranking. So there was a specific fight where I turned down. The reason why I turned,
Ajagba. Was it Ajagba?
I'm not trying to say his name.
Yeah, I hear that. I'll say it for you. I think it's Ajagba, but yeah.
So what happened with Efe Ajagba? I would love to fight Efe Ajagba, by the way.
I don't think you'd run away from fighting anyone.
No, it was Frank Sanchez. It was Frank Sanchez.
Sorry. Where's it Frank Sanchez from?
I don't know. It was Frank Sanchez. So what happened? What happened in that kind of scenario is the fact that Frank Sanchez was a fight for eliminator.
Yeah.
And I'm currently ranked number 1 with WBO, number 1 with the WBA, and number 3 with the WBC.
Good.
And if I was to fight Frank Sanchez, I'd lose, because it was for eliminator, I'd lose all my other rankings.
So it's political.
And since I've started boxing, I've been paying my sanctioning fees. So So I don't want to just give up all these sanctioning fees that I've been paying since I've turned professional, or since I've been boxing under these
governing bodies.
I don't want to give them up just to go fight Frank Sanchez.
But we need to know that, because us as fans, me being one of them, we're ignorant, and then we just see on the surface.
It's the fact that you guys, well, not you guys, because obviously you're in boxing, but people don't care. They're like, why is he not boxing? Like even like, for example, like when the fight got so one of my mates went, after this, who's next? I'm like,
Straight
what?
away, yeah.
And even
the
like
pressure.
even my brother, he asked his friends, what did you think about the fight, like against me and Dillian White? And he was like, Philip Pergovic, Joseph Parker, Usyk.
Wow,
And then
no
was like,
feedback.
and then he was like, bruv, like I asked you about the fight and you're asking about future opponents. It's just the fans that the people of boxing don't really want to know. That's why.
We're greedy, and our eyes are bigger than our belly.
100%.
And we always want to see what's next.
Of
It's
course.
a flaw of ours. it's just how we are. I've said that I would also like you to fight a younger opponent, and I say this because
Well, how many younger opponents are there?
Justice Honey, I'd like to see you fight, and that Terramona.
See with that.
Yeah,
See with that.
yeah.
I'm not saying it's not good or nothing.
But you're the rankings.
But it's not the rankings. It's the fact that you got Justice Suni, Terra Moana. What?
Yeah.
They're in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
They must be in their 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's older than you.
Yeah, of course, but so like now you like rule a line under them. Now if you go in the top 15, 20, 25 boxers, they're all gonna be above the age of 30. And now if I go and focus on Justice Suni and Terrace Moana and I'll focus on these type of people in the next 2 years, then I won't be able to fight Usyk or Nordies because they'll all be gone. So the way I see it is you fight Dillian White, fights these type of people right as of right now while they're still here. And then like what like in 5 years, Justice Suni, Terrace Moana and all them guys, they're still gonna be here. I can still fight them. Whereas them other guys, they're not gonna be here. So that's,
I get the strategy.
So that's why.
But I have to ask because, like I said, remember, it doesn't matter whether I'm in boxing, as it were.
Of course.
I've still got an outsider point of view. So it's good to hear the strategy behind why you do those decisions.
And the thing is as well, like some of this stuff, like I don't know how much I'm meant to say or not meant to say, but it's just the fact that it's like, I've always said, yeah, and even my brother stressed out to Queensberry that, like, I will never be put in a position where I have to lie in front of a camera.
Like it.
So when and even like me, like when I'm a boxing fan and I was an amateur boxer and I'm looking at professional boxing, I'm like, why is so many fights they've been made, they've been called out and all this and that, but they don't actually materialize? It's the fact that it's not coming from the promoters and the fighters. It's coming from like the media and whatnot. And it's like for example, like you might be doing an interview and like the guy says, "Oh, would you ever fight Usyk?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah, of course I would." Now the headlines is, "Yeah, Moses Itauma Usyk."
It's called out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's not the case. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a little bit of a problem with boxing media, and that's why I don't like to do too many interviews.
Fair enough.
I don't want people to get my words twisted up. But yeah, so like even like me, like since I've turned professional, like I've had 13 fights and everybody knows the opponents I've had.
True.
But how many fighters have actually like say that they've been made, but they haven't actually been made? But that's not come from me and my team. That's come from boxing media and come from these accounts and Instagrams and just like people outside the boxing. There might be some guy that's never stepped foot in the ring and now all of a sudden he's a boxing expert. But he'll make a fight in his head on his YouTube channel and now all of a sudden people are saying that fight's going to happen. Do you get what I mean? So
does that frustrate you, like with the interruptions that you have from media? And please feel free to vent about the media to me because I don't mind that. I'm a little bit unconventional myself. How frustrating is that for you when you're trying to navigate? You've got to focus to win your fight.
Of course.
Then you make plans for the second fight. Does that frustrate you when it's like you're getting all of this white noise interruption? You were born in the era of social media. I wasn't. I can switch it off. I guess it's not that easy for someone as young as yourself. I'm old. He's showing me his DMs from all the ladies. Sorry. Oh.
I don't have it. I don't have social media.
So that's why you don't follow me. Okay. You know what? I was taking it personal, but yeah.
I don't have social media. Like,
okay.
Do you know what? It's just, and do you know what? Let me read something out to you actually.
But I'm not allowed to repeat it.
No. You are. My brother sent me this.
Which brother? Because you've said you got loads of them now.
My eldest one.
I've not seen the eldest one. I don't think.
Hold on, let me.
I'm pointing at people in the room trying to.
No. This is my eldest one, Junior. He is always around. So look, so this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it out to you.
Yeah, go on.
So this man is complaining to Instagram. Thank you for ruining my life. And now Instagram has replied, I'm literally an algorithm designed to maintain your attention by learning from your behavior and mirroring it back, which consciously or unconsciously captivates you and the people you interact with. I'm quite literally one of the most tactical tools in collective unconscious, and for personal shadow work. That is, you can begin to realize that you aren't merely disturbed by social media, but you are disturbed by your own reflection.
Reflection, the man in the mirror.
Exactly. So
I like that.
And
I like that.
I'm confident and secure in myself. I don't really need to be on Instagram for them to tell me who I am.
I really like that attitude. Jermaine Franklin.
Do you know what though?
What?
Yeah,
Go on.
You know about with all this, like
Yeah. Well, all of what? Us talking or?
no. Do you know like just in this like media and whatnot? It's like me in the media. I don't want to come across that I take life too serious. Because I take boxing serious and I like to learn.
You come across as shy to me.
Really?
Like you're not like you're sensible, but you're not really like ego driven.
Do you know what?
I don't know.
It might be because I walk into a room and I just don't like a lot of people in that room.
We'd get on so well. When's your birthday?
29th of December.
You're a Capricorn. Yeah, stubborn like my mother. Sorry, I am.
Star signs. So like when I'm with my brothers, and Carol, you could definitely venture me out. I don't stop talking.
You're the chatterbox.
Exactly, but like when I'm in the room with people I don't know, or when I'm in the room with people that I know, I'm not. I don't say nothing.
I'm the same. People have me as quite rude sometimes, but I just don't want to talk to you.
100%. But it's even like people like with me, I don't like them knowing who I am. See, like I'll go to this one restaurant. I was going to it every single day, and then one time I went there when it was busy, and I had to kind of take photos and whatnot. And then the staff there, they recognized it was me, and then they was like, I thought it was you. You're that boxer. Oh, you didn't tell me. And da-da-da-da-da. I was like, I didn't want you to know. And then I went back there and he was just chewing my ear off about boxing. I was just trying to eat. So I'm just like, I don't really like to be the center of attention.
But this is the price. How are you going to defeat Jermaine Franklin? He's somebody that's rugged, tough, likes to go the distance in fights. How'd you beat him?
I mean, sticking to the game plan, innit? I don't really know what to say to you. It's like you ask a bricklayer, how do you build this wall? You just lay the bricks. Like I don't really know what to say.
And is that how you'd sum up how your fighting style is? You literally lay the foundations brick by brick by brick.
Exactly,
you get through them until the house is built.
Exactly.
And you drive off into the sunset.
Exactly. It's no different. Like, Jermaine Franklin's just another name, and we just got to execute it all again.
I absolutely rate it. I feel like I could talk to you for a very long time. I know you don't like doing interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, very appreciative of Moses Itauma. Yeah, well, you can come back on now, can't you?
Of course.
Or I can come down to your gym. Is that say don't push it?
That would probably be better, but the fact is you wouldn't want to drive 4 or 5 hours for a 15-minute interview.
Would it be 15 minutes? I thought you'd last longer than that. Anyway.
Let's cut this.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Abs of October Red. This is the champion, soon-to-be world champion, Moses Itauma. Yeah, thank you.
October Red is sponsored by SA Security. Maximum security, minimum fuss.